Morning one and all. In last lecture we have seen about the syllabus designed for B.Sc second year physics students, paper number 9, that is basic electronics. The syllabus is designed for the year 2020-21. Our college, Sanjeevanee Mahavidyalaya Chapoli, is affiliated to Swami Ramanand Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded, has organized this online coaching program. We have seen the syllabus earlier also. Now also I am going to revise what syllabus is designed for us. What are the objectives of learning? What are the reference books? What are the prescribed books? All this information I want to share with you in this lecture. As already I have told you, this paper is of total 50 marks, continuous assessment 10 marks, end semester exam 40 marks. Here, this is paper number 9, and the objectives of the learnings are to understand the basic concepts of semiconductor, diodes and their characteristics, to know the construction working of transistors and their applications. Next one is to understand basic applications and operations and applications of operational amplifier. To use transistors in different combinations as oscillators for generating sinusoidal waves for different frequencies. What about the learning outcome? After completing this course, students will be able to, number 1, identify and understand the construction and properties of different types of p-n junction diodes. Apply knowledge of semiconductor devices to them in different combinations to see the applications as amplifiers and oscillators. The design of different circuits using semiconductor devices and demonstrate their usage. So these are the objectives and outcomes of learning. Now we see what is actual syllabus designed for you. First unit is your semiconductor diodes. In this semiconductor diodes, we should know what is meant by conductor, what is meant by insulator, what is meant by semiconductor. Then what are the types of semiconductors? What is P, what is N, what is p-n junction, and what is p-n junction diode. Along with this, we are going to study Zener diode, its characteristics and its usage. Light emitting diode, photodiode, varactor diode and their voltage against current characteristics. This is about the first chapter, first unit. Actually it is very newly designed and it is very short. It is designed by reducing the syllabus by considering the pandemic situation. Second unit is bipolar junction transistor, in short we say BJT. What is B, what is J, what is T, what is bipolar, transistor connections, common base, common emitter, common collector connections, hybrid parameters, determination of H parameters, analysis of common emitter amplifier, common collector amplifier using H parameters. Current gain, voltage gain, power gain, input resistance and output resistance. Third unit is OPAMP, that is operational amplifier. What it includes? Basic circuit of different amplifier, common mode and differential mode signals, block diagram of OPAMP, schematic symbol, ideal characteristics of OPAMP, input offset voltage, input offset current, input bias current, input impedance, output impedance. What about open loop gain, common mode rejection ratio, CMRR, slew rate, inverting amplifier and non-inverting amplifier. These are the concepts we have to discuss in this third unit, that is operational amplifier. Now let us turn towards the fourth unit, that is sinusoidal oscillators. What is meant by oscillator? What is meant by feedback? What type of feedback will be required here? Either positive or negative. What is meant by positive feedback? What is meant by negative feedback? All these concepts are included in this syllabus. What are the types of sinusoidal oscillators? Oscillatory circuit, positive feedback amplifier oscillator, Barkhausen criteria, Hartley oscillator, Colpitts oscillator, RC network, phase shift oscillator. Different types of sinusoidal oscillators we have to study. We have to also study the difference between these types of oscillators and which one is superior, which one is to be used, which one is beneficial. All these things we should know. Here some books are given. Books are recommended. Principles of Electronics by V.K. Mehta, S. Chand publication. Second one, Principle of Electronics, V.K. Mehta, Multicolor Illustrative Edition. Electronic Principles by A.P. Malvino. Next one is Basic Electronics, Solid State by B.L. Theresia. Basic Electronics and Linear Circuits by N.N. Bhargava. Operational Amplifier and Linear Integrated Circuits by Ramakant Gaikwad. Electronics, Fundamentals and Applications, Digital and Analog Technique, Introduction to Electronics, Solid State Pulse Circuit, David Bell. Electronics and Radio Engineering by M.L. Gupta. In this way, there are some books, they are recommended to us. So by using these books, you can study in detail. Books are available in our college library. Or you can purchase 1 or 2 copies for you. Now let us come to the point that about the first unit, that is semiconductor diodes. So diode means what? Initially, before considering the diode in detail, we should know first of all what is meaning of di and ode. Diode is a combination of two words. That is, di stands for two, ode stands for electrodes. There are two electrodes. a passive component which is made with two electrodes. One is anode, other one is cathode, called as diode. So this is about diode. But what is semiconductor diode? So before that we should know what is semiconductor and what are the types of semiconductors. All these things we should know in details. Yes, dear students, so before discussing the concept of semiconductor, we should know what is conductor, what is insulator, what is bad conductor. So you are familiar that copper wiring is utilized in household wiring purposes. Copper wire is used for connections. Copper wire is allowed to flow electric current through it, and that wire is mounted with a plastic cover. That wire itself is said to be conductor of electricity, conductor of electric current, and the plastic which is wounded over the wire, on the wire, that is said to be bad conductor or insulator. From this it might have clear that conductor means a material which allows to flow electric current through it, and bad conductor in the sense insulator means which doesn't allow, it will not allow to flow electric current through it. Simple concept. Then what is meant by actually conductor if it is asked? Good conductor, only conductor, superconductor, these are the very again types of conductors. Basic concept is what? Every conductor allows to flow electric current through it. There are some conductors that doesn't oppose fully to the current. They are said to be good conductors. Those who 100% oppose to the flow of current, they are said to be insulators. So depending upon the nature of the material, they are classified into conductors, good conductors, bad conductors, superconductors, and so on. So one more point you remember, that there is one more concept of resistance. Every matter has resistance. Then what is resistance? It is a property of a matter to oppose the flow of electric current through it. Those substances having large property of opposition to the flow of electric current, they are called as bad conductors. Infinite resistance, infinite opposition to the flow of electric current through it, they are called as insulators. And those substances, those matters which allows to flow through it, current through it fully with a low opposition, they are said to be what? Good conductors. If more opposition is there, we say they are not good conductors. So depending upon the property of opposition, they are classified. So that property is said to be a resistance of the material. The remaining part we shall discuss in next lecture in detail. Thank you.